Thank you, Ian. I really can't express how grateful I am that you've asked me to come here and speak today. It's truly an honor. The smallest decisions can set a chain of events into motion that can change your life forever. As Ian said, I came to RIT to pursue my undergraduate degree in information technology. Having grown up in New York City, coming to a place like Rochester is quite a big change. To be perfectly honest, I was completely miserable my first year here. I was incredibly homesick, so much so that I had actually flew home to visit every other week. I barely knew the names of the kids on my floor. A friend of mine tried to convince me to pledge a fraternity spring quarter of my freshman year. I remember that I was completely torn about whether or not to turn in my bid. I had no idea what to expect. I had no idea whether or not I would like it. And then I remembered a quote: "It's better to regret something you have done than to regret something you haven't done." I turned in my bid, and that seemingly random decision changed my life forever. It opened up the door to a massive social circle that made my time at RIT much more enjoyable. It offered opportunities in leadership and philanthropy, opportunities I otherwise would not have had. By the time I was a junior, I was on the executive board of my fraternity. I sat on interfraternity council, and I had joined other clubs. I decided to run for student government president because of these experiences. By pure coincidence, as Ian mentioned, it happened to be the year that RIT was doing its 10-year strategic plan. That experience was phenomenal. I got to sit on the strategic planning steering committee, and I was amazed how a group of 8 can bring together 5 committees, 25 subcommittees, and organize 450 people to produce a single document. That experience made me fall in love with organizational behavior and the business behind technology. It's the reason I decided to stick around for my 4+1 MBA. I took a class called Entrepreneurship, which was completely focused around putting together a business plan, and Digsby was my class project. At the end of the quarter, I had this 100-page document sitting on my lap. I had a lot of faith in it as a product that would be truly useful to people, so I pitched it around. I ended up closing an angel round of funding and opened up shop in RIT's incubator. The entire team was composed of RIT co-op students who have since then graduated and come on full-time. After 2 years of work, we launched Digsby to phenomenal reviews. Since then, we've grown to over 1.5 million users, managing more than 4 million accounts, and exchanging over 25 million IMs every day. I smile every morning when I get into the office because I look around and think about the series of events that led me to where I am today. If not for that random decision to go out and do something beyond just going to class, I never would have been the president of student government. I never would have pursued my MBA. I never would have had the opportunity to start a company right out of college, and I never would have met my wife. So here's my advice to you. If all you do is go to class and then go to your room to play Counter-Strike or World of Warcraft, then you're wasting your time and money, because 90% of what you learn in class will be completely useless when you join the workforce. Your goal over the next 4 years should be to walk away with 2 things. And if you can leave RIT with these 2 things, you're in pretty good shape. First, you need to learn how to learn. The projects and tests and stress are not meant to teach you any particular skill. They're meant to teach you to learn how to learn, so you can use that skill set throughout your life as you further your career. And second, you need to learn how to interact with other individuals in a social setting. The real world is just a group of people who come together to work on a common cause. If you aren't able to collaborate and communicate with those people effectively, it will seriously hinder your career. RIT offers a plethora of resources, and you need to take advantage of them while you're here. Join a club, pledge a fraternity or sorority, join a sports team, give yourself to a philanthropy, or bring together a group of students to work on a project at this innovation center. The lessons you learn from these experiences will be the most valuable thing you take away from your time at RIT. This school offers a ton of opportunities to do something meaningful with your time here. Seize them, so when you look back upon your college career, you don't regret the things you could have done but didn't. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Truly an inspirational story. You're absolutely right that doing it is what it's all about. And this is the place where the students are going to have a really key opportunity to do just what you said. So many of them need to be encouraged to get out of their rooms and come here and do something. And now, 24/7 when they come here, what they will find is things going on that they can join in. Thank you so much.